Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us for the second day of the WeVerify workshop. Today, as Alex said, we will be more hands-on and we'll present and demo several user-facing tools that people can actually test and use. Before we start, just a short presentation and an overview of the project. As Alex already explained, I will be doing it instead of Kalina, as she is not able to join now. So let me start by saying what is the reason for having WeVerify and what challenges we are trying to tackle. So as you are aware, all of you, I suppose, lately there is many disinformation and misinformation being spread around social networks and even websites and so on. So the WeVerify project is aiming to tackle and help journalists and fact checkers deal with this kind of misinformation, as, for example, given on the image, is this a real shot of migrants drowning, or is it just a film being made on the exodus of Armenians for a studio? So to answer these kind of questions, journalists and fact checkers do their comprehensive research, and we try to help them with different tools and analysis. There is another example which is very common. So this is one actual video that is circulating around different European countries and being put in a false context. This is the actual video being from Novgorod, and there is a man attacking a nurse, and it has been reused in many different countries to actually put it in the context of migrants and migrants allegedly beating doctors in different hospitals. So this is something I'm sure that you may have come across already. Another thing that we can help with, even in this case, as you can see in this sample, even search engines sometimes get it wrong. So as you can see in this search, Google would suggest that it is indeed in French a migrant assaulting a doctor, while this is actually not the case, as it has been already debunked. To address this situation and similar ones, we have in WeVerify, we are developing a database of known fakes where we are collecting all debunks, and you will be able to actually search and see that a similar video has been already debunked in different contexts, and so it cannot be true, for example, in Spain if it has been debunked already in France. So another example with the challenge is when real photos or real videos are used, but again put out of context. For example, these here are two posts related to the shootings in the US. And in the first one, a shot from a film has been used to suggest that this is a picture of the supposed perpetrator. And in the second picture, this is actually a US comedian being pictured and again put out of context to claim that this is the actual shooter. And in case of breaking news, it's really important to be able to quickly check whether this post or this image in particular is somehow manipulated or has been put out of context. Another challenge that we are solving is when there are different disinformation or misinformation claims put in images directly. So in these two examples, you can see different sorts of false claims. For example, on the bus, it has been debunked later that by the national statistics of the UK that the sum is not 350 million, but so it is important to be able to actually take the text out of the image and be able to analyze it, which is something that we do through an OCR tool that you will be later able to see. A different challenge, yet very popular lately also with the rise of deepfakes and the ability to easily modify pictures and videos is the challenge to be able to actually quickly decide whether an image has been tampered or whether a video is somehow manipulated with deepfake technology to produce something that is not real in terms of the speech that is being given or something else. In relation to this, there will be, you already heard yesterday about from the research point of view, what are the challenges, what methods we are using from our colleague Akis. And today there will be a demonstration of the deepfake detector tool as part of the latest session with Truly Media. So in order to tackle all these challenges and help people that are fighting disinformation every day, the European Commission raised this call for projects, and WeVerify consortium was successful in obtaining the funding for the WeVerify project that started in 2018. It combines the efforts of 7 partners coming from different countries and with different background. We have 2 media organizations that do have journalists and fact checkers on board that can help us guide the development of the tools and methods that we want to produce in WeVerify. We do have research organization, an NGO, and technical experts from industry organizations to that actually develop tools. What is the overall idea of WeVerify is that we develop 4, let's say, pillars united in a integrated platform. So we first verify the content, being it textual, image, or video content. We also help in analyzing disinformation flows in social media networks. We also we help debunkers by providing tools to be able to actually target users and present them factual information. And we also, as already mentioned, create a database where we store already debunked content. Our user-facing tools are twofold. So we do have WeVerify Workbench, which is based on Truly Media and integrates all the other tools and methods developed within the project. And we also have the Invit WeVerify plugin, which is helping many users all over the world, and you will later hear more about it, and it will be demoed by Denis. So let me give you a short list of selected results that might be interested and that will be in one way or another demonstrated today. We do have tools and algorithms for cross-model and cross-platform approach to analyzing and debunking information that spreads online. We collect evidence from text, images. We analyze videos to find out deepfakes. Also, we are overcoming effort fragmentation by helping journalists and fact checkers access content in this database of known fakes, so that they can spend less time debunking again and again what somebody has already debunked. In terms of verification, we are developing tools that will help fact checkers and journalists to easily select the best tool that can help them analyze particular content. You will hear and see in a minute a more detailed demo of this digital companion or assistant that we call it, as we call it. Another thing we are helping with is to help people find more information, not rely only on analyzing the content, but also get some insights on the disinformation source, whether it's credible or not, to analyze the spreading of disinformation over the networks, and find out and visualize what are the communities that are doing this spreading. So we are aiming to not just build the tools, but also build a community around them, people that are actually using them in their everyday work. That's why we are having also this seminar today, and we are very eager. If you are willing to test some of our tools, please don't hesitate and contact us so that we can tell you how to best do it. And again, what are the main outcomes? Some innovative ones that are going to be presented today is the way in which we help analyzing discussions that are gathered around a particular topic to see what is the stance of the public, and help this way find whether it's a misinformation or not. As already mentioned, we are able to help analyze memes and adverts through OCR techniques, so that you can extract the text and analyze it and see if it is something that can be debunked. We also have user-facing tools in terms of Truly Media and TruthNest that are also the basis of the recent developments of the European Digital Media Observatory, or EDMOR. Many of you might already be aware of the WeVerify Invite verification plugin. It will be demonstrated next. I already mentioned the database of known fakes, and as part of the demonstrations, you will be also able to see how we visualize disinformation networks and communities, and how we tackle the deepfake detection problem. As I already mentioned, we are aiming to have real users use our tools, not just have some prototype tools. So our community is growing. We do have already people using tools from different backgrounds, being fact checkers, journalists, human rights activists, and so on. Some of them are already recommending our tools to their colleagues. And you can see here actual user number for the verification plugin, and you can see how rapidly the user base grows in the last years. So starting WeVerify, the plugin was developed in a previous project called Invite, and they already had a large user community, but it has grown 4 times, even more than 4 times by then. And here I would like to also showcase how we tackle current challenges. So when we started the project, of course, there was no sign of COVID yet. But once the infodemic around COVID started, we had some ideas how we can help and how we can develop and specialize our tools to suit the specific needs. So in this case, we have been invited to join a hackathon called EU versus Virus, and there we formed a team within the consortium that annotated different debunks related to COVID from trusted IFCN sources to structure and see what are the main, to classify these debunks and see what are the main categories in which the debunks fall. At the end, this is a shot of the interface that we use to annotate these debunks. And at the end, we helped First Draft to create a sort of search that based on different categories that we classified our debunks around. People can use to actually search for specific debunks. In this sample, we have selected a group of conspiracy theories. So if somebody is only interested in conspiracies around COVID, they can easily use this search and see relevant debunks being fact-checked by different organizations in different countries. And here you can see how these fact checks cover different countries in terms of conspiracy theories and which are the countries that are affected most. And so in this way, people can easily explore the huge number actually of COVID-related debunks. And this is something that's already being used. So as I said, we are aiming to have real users for all our tools. And that's a very short introduction from my side. And thanks very much